For all film-related interviews, reviews, and content, please like and subscribe to Puja Talwar. You can also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram.
Lovely to see you.
Thanks.
And Radhika, I'm liking the recent choice of roles. After seeing you like as that cop in Monica, my darling, I'm dying to watch you as an undercover, secret agent. So,
Thank you.
so what was it like this role? They said women anyways have that innate ability to, investigate and smell things.
And it was a lot of fun. I mean, I think it was in general also this genre is very different, right? Comedy, spy thriller. It's not something that we've seen before in this, at least in our industry, not much. So I think it was really exciting. And also I think what is the best cover than being a housewife, right? So I think it was quite funny. The whole concept was very quirky, and I think I also relate with the whole not just a housewife thing, because we've seen our parents, our extended family, lots of friends also sort of constantly compromising on their dreams and their desires to sort of cater to the needs of the family. So I think it was also that a part of it, but I think I relate to I like to do comedy. I really wanted to do comedy, so that's why I got very attracted to this.
No, but you did show your innate comic timing also, though it was, very, it was a dark humor in Monica, Oh My Darling.
Yeah.
But I just absolutely loved your character because, there was so much of agency she had, and though she was very brusque, she was like the man. And similarly, like with spy agents, you had like Family Man, where the man is a family man, but undercover.
Yeah.
So you like to see the woman like tipping the scales, role reversals. Why not?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I think, now it's high time we don't keep certain things for certain genders,
Certain genders, and also I want to say boxing actors, because you faced that initially.
Yeah.
It's nahi theek lagti hai. Do you feel you finally managed to upend that, or do you think it's still a long way to go?
And there's still a long way to go, these roles, if they keep coming and we have more less distinction with like, oh, a woman is doing this, when it becomes it still remains a surprise, that means we don't have enough, right? So I think once it becomes common norm, I think probably we've achieved something.
Do you think, it's still, because this day and age we are still fighting for those. For an actor who has got a great body of work, has done all sorts of things, do you still feel this is now we still need to like argue, fight and debate and make ourselves like heard?
Sometimes, but I think things have changed, things really have changed. And I think we do have certain agency now. And there are lots of roles that are coming out for women, and lots of women are doing such fantastic work across departments in film industry, or even in other professions. But there is still a long way to go. There's a huge population which is not really privileged with the choices and the freedom that we get.
And also many of your co-stars also said when they spoke, they said, if I say no, when we were discussing pay parity, I raise my voice, there'll be 10 others who'll be wanting to come in and do it. So that is an issue. So do you also face this is really like a disconcerting issue? Because I stand for my ideology, but there'll be someone else who'll say, okay.
Choose your battles. Sometimes you put your foot down, sometimes you can't. And sometimes you wait to get some authority and some power in order to put your foot down. It's I don't think there's any one kind of rules applied to it. You can't, if I just keep saying that I want to change it and I will not succumb to anything, then you might not ever reach that position where you can actually exercise a certain authority. It's a tough one, I think, to navigate and sort of see what you choose your battles, really. I think it's not easy, I think, because so many times you feel treated quite unjustly. But that's just the world. It's not just about women and disparity in general in the world. I think to make yourself heard, you need some kind of authority, and to get that authority, you have to succumb to it.
Also now, as a housewife and an undercover agent, so personally, is Radhika, as like you're also a wife, good in the kitchen, or are you good at stunts?
Both, actually. I cook a lot at home. I clean, I do my groceries. I do everything at home, especially in London. I do absolutely everything. And I've got to be good at it. You know, and I also work. So I think it's both. It's always a balance. And my partner does everything too. So we both strike a balance. I think sometimes he does it, sometimes I do it. We take turns.
So for this particular film, what was like really tough? Like the moves?
I think what was really tough for this film was the fact that we shot in COVID. I think that was probably very tough because the part and the humor and everything wasn't like something very, very challenging in the sense that it was a lot of fun. There was a great team but I think the fact that just shooting in COVID and everybody, like all the precautions that one has to take, people falling sick. And I think just those times were tough. So I think that was what I think struggled with a little bit. I think everybody did. And so I think that was it. But otherwise, it was quite smooth, I think.
Awesome. No, also it's very interesting. Also, when COVID and the OTT and the kind of content we are seeing, do you now feel these 3 years, the mediocrity set in? It also was a way to upend the star system. But yeah, hey, guess what? Everyone wants to do a digital series.
Yeah.
Do you think somewhere a mediocrity has set in and there is, what it's set out for, it's not doing that?
Yeah, I think so. It always happens, right? It has set up. Yes, it's true because what happens is the amount of content that is coming out, and just the competition between different platforms and trying to get more subscriptions and of course, content is being sort of compromised and sort of made a certain way. And it's not just happening in India, it's happening, I think, around the globe. The things that the platforms actually became famous for making like different content and it's not entirely the same anymore. It's sort of replacing television, right? So it's sort of becoming that. But still, I feel technically we're so sound. And it's quite slick what we make. And there are still lots of different kinds of subjects that are being tackled because people who are writing and who are making stuff they're from all over the country. So different subjects and different matters and issues that are important to them are being put on TV. So there are plus points and also employment, the fact that so many actors today are working or writers or directors, whoever. I'm saying all departments, but earlier it was very, it was star sort of centered, right? In the sense that if you go to the film theater, you're going to basically watch one film, you're going to buy a ticket for one film. So there are 4 films playing, whichever has a bigger star, you'll go watch that film. But with OTT, you have the same opportunity, all have the same opportunity, right? If you watch a bigger film and you get bored, you'll immediately switch the channel and you'll immediately...
It's tougher now.
Content does matter and content is actually important. So that is still there. I think if you make rubbish work, people will change. They can't change the screens in film theater, but they can on OTT. So it still matters, I think. It's a mixed bag, I think.
Cool. So since you're playing an agent, one thing that you would love to investigate, go undercover and investigate.
Nothing really. I just think, I don't know. I just think that, I think, I don't know. I want to investigate where does all the tax money go? But I think that's not very exciting, is it?
We all do.
We all do, isn't it?
Case that you would love to go back in time and investigate. You have played Noor, back in the World War. You've played an agent. You have that.
Yeah, not investigate, but I'd love to go back to when my grandmother first came to Pune and see Pune from her eyes. I keep thinking that was something that I always wanted to do. So not investigate, but I would love to go back in time and do that.
An experience that you wouldn't want to re-experience?
Maybe, I don't know. I don't regret anything in life. I think whatever happens sort of has merits, but I don't think I've had any ghastly experiences that I sort of lucky. I think I'm very fortunate. I don't have anything that I don't want to. Yeah. Interesting. I don't think there is anything.
Wow. But it's been interesting. If you felt that something was amiss, you called out. Like a lot of actors have now called out when they were asked to get surgery done and look a certain way. All of you called out. Do you think that's ended now? Because now what's happened, I just feel like the Stepford Wives, the young generation all looks the same way. I don't know why is that happening.
I mean, big surgery, plastic surgery is a big thing. Everybody's doing it. To each his own, really.
Everybody looks like clones of Kardashians, yeah.
I know, right? I know, seriously. Everybody looks the same, like literally looks the same. It's like they look like AI, I think. Like, massive lips and like cheekbones and whatever. I don't know, whatever. But they look the same, which is strange. But I think, but our filters are the same as well, right? The filters on Instagram and filters on everything, they make people look quite like AI. I don't know. What is AI? I'm saying AI, but I don't even know what that means. What I mean is like really like a certain, I don't know, sharp features and like a bit plastic. I don't know.
But you've been an actor who's always said about being comfortable with your skin,
Yeah.
owning yourself. Somewhere do you feel in this day and age, also the way the industry is getting diluted? Or no?
I mean, to be honest with you, I say that because I want to be happy. And I think that any kind of insecurity, whether it's your career insecurity or whether how you look, the more you indulge in it, it only aggravates. It's a myth that, okay, I'm going to like satiate it and then it's going to go away. The more you once you jump in it, it's just a downwards thing. Like you go down, down, down. So I think, which is why I'm trying to keep myself away from it and safe from it. So of course people can do, but I feel sad because films, we in India consume films and sport, especially cricket, and we think that it's everything. That's the main entertainment, and people really love films in this country. And so what we do and what we give out is really taken quite seriously. And I think what I feel sad about is that a lot of young girls and men maybe, but when they keep disliking themselves and want to get things done, and it's an unending journey, really. So I feel bad about that. I feel that it's just it's quite hard for mental health, I think, as in difficult. It's a hazard. Yeah,
absolutely. And also for somebody who's done international projects as well and now representation, do you think it's now finally getting a due, like with movies like RR and being celebrated internationally? Do you think finally the focus that India does make content other than it just being the land of musicals and
yeah, I think I'm very happy that India got recognition. And I think in general, I think the East is getting recognized a lot more by the West. But also the East sort of does depend on the West constantly and saying, recognize us. So it's both ways, I think. But of course, I think when anything, when Indian content or Indian work gets appreciated, and it's really it's a proud moment.
Absolutely. Before we go, what is on your wish list? What do you want to see now in the industry going forward in terms of the stories, in terms of the narratives, and in terms of women in cinema? Your wish list.
I think I want to see a time where we don't talk about women in cinema, because they'll be just like equally there and that issue won't exist. That'd be great. And what would I like to watch? I don't know. I'd like to I don't know. I'd like to do more stuff that is, I think, I don't know, different and diverse and something that challenges me and excites me more. So yeah, always open to do more work. And yeah, let's see. I've sort of taken a sabbatical, but now I'm working again. And let's see what's coming.
Really brave to take a sabbatical in this industry, yeah? Because big thigh types, you're very brave to do that.
Oh, thank you for saying that. But I didn't take any work for the last 2-3 years, new work, and now I'm doing a few projects this year, but still very slow. I don't want to say yes to everything.
Was it really fatigued with the kind of stuff coming your way? Was that the reason, or you didn't like what was being made?
No, I think I just got a bit tired, and you realize that it's such a hectic city, and of course I'm grateful for all the work and hecticness, honestly, but still I think you forget why you're here, why you came here for, and so I just want to take few things that I'll enjoy, and I'm also trying to do other things in life, because I think life is not just one thing.
Absolutely.
So
Awesome. Anyways, you proved yourself in comedy. There'll be more comedy coming your way.
I hope so. I hope so.
Such a pleasure speaking
Thank
to you.
you.
Well, soon.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye.
If you've liked this interview, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram.